Hi, it's Therese from Lost in Paper and I'm here for Altenew today, and today it's all about adding some depth using Prismacolor pencils. But it is a very bright card that I decided to go with today, and I just love this parrot image. It's heaps of fun, it's so unique, and of course Altenew have just knocked it right out of the ballpark again. So I just had to play with this image and make it my own. There are so many wonderful parrots, and if you ever seen my YouTube videos before, you may have heard all the parrots that we have living in our backyard. Well, they're not actually living in our backyard, they fly through our backyard all the time, and they just have the most amazing loud sound. But anyway, I thought I'd had to colour this parrot up, and I just love using a bright orange and a hot pink together. And I thought I would colour my bird. I don't know, it's not a real coloured bird, it's a bird that I wanted to colour, it's the colours that I wanted to use, and I just had to go with it. I did decide to add some blue though to my image as well. And what I've done is actually stamp the image out initially using my Misty stamping tool and some of the permanent black ink, jet black ink from Altenew, because it's alcohol marker friendly. And what I'm doing is actually adding a base colour to my image. I find that I colour so much quicker with Copic markers. The colour goes down quicker, but I don't get the detail or the depth sometimes that I want because I don't have a lot of colours. Well, I have enough, but I don't have every colour, and I don't need every colour, although I want every colour. So how I compromise with that sometimes is I actually do my base colour with the Copics and then come in and add my depth with my Prismacolor pencils, and that works really well for me. You can't go back the front though. You can't actually add use the Prismacolor pencils and then try and colour with your Copics over top, because they are a wax based pencil and it doesn't play very nicely with the alcohol markers, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to leave you with the colouring now. I'm starting by using my Copic markers. I'll have all the lids off to the side, and also I will list every colour at my blog, and I'll put the link in the YouTube description below, and also all the colours of the Prismacolor pencils I use. But basically I've chosen colours that are the same but a little bit deeper, and that just helps me add some depth and detail. It does take me a while to do, so I have had to speed this up, and I'll be back soon when all of the colouring is done. Alright, so I did add a little bit of shading with a grey marker, or grey pencil as well, and the reason I stamped it in my Misty is because I wanted to re-stamp the image in exactly the same spot again, and that just adds a boldness to the black outline. And doesn't that look fantastic? It just brings out the lines that get a little bit lost when you're colouring with Prismas. Alright, I want to work on my background now, and I'm using the Pattern Play. This is the Hexagon, and this is a big kind of background stamp, but it also has some filler stamps with it, so you can actually make it your own. I decided to use this is called the, I'm trying to think, the orange cream. This is my favorite orange out of the set of oranges, and this is from the new set of pinks, and it's called Pinkalicious. And it simply is Pinkalicious. So if you can kind of notice here, I haven't actually used the background stamp itself. What I've done is actually use the filler stamps, and I'm stamping out my own background pattern because I wanted sort of the white lines in between, and it's a little bit more forgiving this way and not so bold, dare I say. It's hot pink and bright orange, but not so bold as trying to add the black lines as well behind a really busy sort of pattern that I've got going on with the bird. You'd be pleased to know that the bold alphabet die set is back in stock. Yay! So I decided to use it again today, and I've got some of the turquoise cardstock from Altenew. I don't know if you've tried their cardstocks, but they are brilliant, and I think I have every colour now, or all the colours that I could get when I bought them. But the turquoise is a really pretty bright blue. I am going to pop it up on some fun foam here with my usual trick, leaving the letters in place within the fun foam before I adhere them down. For some reason these letters didn't want to play very nice, but I got away with it by actually just popping a block on top after I'd added the matte medium and setting it aside to dry, and that did ultimately seem to work for me. The rest of my sentiment comes from an older set called Sentiments and Quotes. And the whole sentiment says, "You are amazing," but I didn't want to stamp out the "you" because I've already die cut the word "you," and that would mean it would say, you are amazing. And I didn't want to do that. So I just selectively stamped that. Now it's time to put my card together. I have actually added some fun foam behind my panel, which I cut down to fit on my card front, and just used some double-sided tape, so some strong tape to hold that in place. And these fun foam letters had some sort of shiny thing on the back of them, so I wasn't going to use I could have used my matte medium, it just would have taken longer to dry. So I had the double-sided tape out, so I simply just added that behind my word "you" and then stuck that down at the base or the bottom of the panel on the card. How bright is this card? I really wanted to do something bright, and I think I achieved that. I've also popped up the "are amazing," and this is just some 1mm thick foam dots, so it's not sitting particularly high off the word "you." I have doubled up the fun foam behind my bird and used some double-sided tape again, and just going to pop that in place. That's my finished card. How cool and bright is that? I hope you've had some fun today. I'll be back again real soon. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.